If you thought spring had fully settled in across eastern Canada, this storm is here to prove otherwise. A rare May nor'easter is now moving through Atlantic Canada, bringing heavy rain, powerful winds, and even the chance of wet snow in some areas. This is not your typical May pattern, and over the next 24 to 48 hours, conditions are going to turn increasingly intense across parts of the region. Right now, the focus is on southwestern Nova Scotia, especially near Yarmouth, where some of the heaviest rainfall is already developing. Through the afternoon and into the evening, that rain will continue to expand and intensify, pushing north and east across the province. Temperatures are also telling a very different story for this time of year. We are seeing single-digit readings in several areas, including parts of New Brunswick and Nova Scotia. It simply does not feel like May, and that cool air is playing a key role in strengthening this system. This nor'easter is being fueled by a strong contrast between colder air to the west and warmer air to the east. That temperature difference is what allows storms like this to intensify, even this late into the spring season. While these types of systems are more common in winter, they can still develop in May when the setup is right, and that is exactly what we are seeing now. As we move through the rest of the day, the heaviest rainfall will remain focused across southwestern Nova Scotia before lifting toward central and eastern parts of the province. By the evening hours, areas across Prince Edward Island will also be dealing with steady and at times heavy rain. Rainfall totals are expected to be significant. Southwestern Nova Scotia could see between 40 and 60 millimeters of rain, while areas west of Halifax and into Prince Edward Island could receive between 30 and 50 millimeters. Even parts of southern New Brunswick are likely to pick up around 20 to 30 millimeters. This amount of rainfall over a short period of time raises concerns about localized flooding, especially in areas where the ground is already saturated. River systems, including those within the St. John River Basin, are already running high. While the heaviest rain may stay just outside the most vulnerable zones, additional rainfall could still worsen conditions in low-lying areas. Wind is going to be another major factor with this storm. As we move into the evening and overnight hours, strong gusts will develop across the Maritimes. Areas including Halifax and Charlottetown could see wind gusts reaching up to 80 km per hour. These winds will not only reduce visibility during periods of heavy rain, but they could also lead to sporadic power outages, especially in coastal and exposed areas. As the system continues to move east, the strongest winds will shift toward Newfoundland by Monday. Parts of Newfoundland, particularly the Burin Peninsula and the Avalon region, could see wind gusts exceeding 80 km per hour through Monday afternoon. Combined with steady rain, this will create difficult travel conditions and the potential for localized impacts. As the system wraps around, there is also the possibility of some wet snow mixing in across higher elevations in Nova Scotia. While this snow is not expected to accumulate significantly, it is still a reminder of just how unusual this setup is for May. Looking at the timing, rain continues through Sunday across the Maritimes, becoming heavier in the afternoon and evening. By Sunday night, that rain spreads into Newfoundland, where the heaviest conditions are expected overnight and into early Monday. Conditions will gradually improve from west to east through Monday, but not before this storm leaves its mark across much of Atlantic Canada. Elsewhere across the country, the weather pattern is much different. Quebec is seeing relatively calm conditions with a mix of sun and cloud and temperatures in the low double digits. Across Ontario, the pattern remains unsettled, with scattered showers developing through the afternoon and into the evening, particularly north of Toronto. These showers will continue into the overnight hours across northern regions. The prairies are experiencing a shift as well. While Sunday brings mild temperatures and relatively quiet conditions, a sharp cold front is set to move through by Monday. This will bring a drop in temperatures along with a chance of rain changing over to snow in some areas, particularly across Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Winds across the prairies will also increase, with gusts reaching between 60 and 70 km per hour, adding another layer of impact as the colder air moves in. Meanwhile, across British Columbia, the story is completely different. High pressure is in control, bringing clear skies and warm temperatures. Many areas will see highs reaching into the upper 20s, making it feel more like summer than spring. So while the West enjoys sunshine and warmth, the East is dealing with a powerful and rare spring storm. Over the next couple of days, all eyes remain on Atlantic Canada as this nor'easter continues to track through. Heavy rain, strong winds, and the risk of localized flooding will be the main concerns. If you are in the affected areas, it is important to stay updated on the latest conditions and be prepared for rapidly changing weather. This is a dynamic and impactful system, and even though it is May, it is behaving much more like a winter storm.